Wesley, if you had to pick one moment from the Hobbit movies, what would it be?
The first time Bilbo meets Smaug.
Oh, yeah, that is a good moment. So why did you like it?
First of all, Benedict Cumberbatch was a great choice to play Smaug.
Yeah, he had a lot of fun
Yeah.
behind the scenes. If you watch behind the scenes videos, he's just acting like the creature itself. It's so
and it's
cool.
just not only the fact that, but it's just like the fact that Bilbo is like trying to like stall for time so he could either see the Arkenstone or Smaug doesn't straight up kill him.
Yeah.
And like it's the bit where he's just like, oh no, I just came here to like see
admire you
and see if the rumors were true. And when he turns around and when you see the full scale of this thing, Smaug is even from dragon standards or wyvern standards, he is gigantic.
I mean, he is a real threat because he did burn down the village.
Yeah, but even then, the scale and the magnitude of this thing, when he says, "My teeth are swords, my claws are spears, and my wings are a hurricane."
Yeah.
Just the description of this guy. It also he describes him as Smaug, the world, like the greatest calamity. They don't describe him like a creature. They describe him like a legend, like an urban like this mythical creature. Even from this does take place in like a fantasy realm, but even for that kind of standards, the fact that this creature has that much fear and power over people should honestly
makes you wonder who's got more fears, Sauron or Smaug.
Oh yeah.
Like who has more legends than the other?
If Sauron had an army, Smaug was just Smaug.
Because Smaug did not get defeated until the Battle of the Five Armies when he got shot by the spear.
Yeah.
Sauron got easily defeated by getting his ring chopped off in his finger.
Yeah.
For me, I'm a sucker when it comes to emotional moments. So for me, there's a scene in Battle of the Five Armies where Bilbo is about to leave with Gandalf to go back to Baggin.
Oh yeah.
And he tells one of the tells one of the dwarves. Thorin was more than he was a. And he doesn't say anything. He just walks away and he says, "Tell the other dwarves that I said goodbye." And he says, "You can tell them yourself." And he turns around and you just see all the dwarves just standing. And Bilbo just says, "Dinner's at dinner's at this time. You're welcome to stay. Don't bother knocking." And they just laugh, and it's just so heartwarming because from the first Hobbit from his last journey with them, he wasn't fond of the dwarves because they kind of like just went in his house and just took all his food and
they just waltzed in, pillaged his pantry, made themselves a home, and they had, well, some of the worst table manners of any creature.
It's kind of like the opposite of Snow White entering the Seven Dwarfs home.
Yeah.
Instead of cleaning, they just
not trying to make it homey. They're just like, this wall doesn't have a stain. I can fix that.
So he wasn't fond of dwarves, and then when he sent the paper, even he wasn't too sure what he was getting himself into because he doesn't know the dwarves that well.
Yeah.
And they pretty much took Bilbo because they think he's a burglar. And but it got to like the end of the first movie where he grown an attachment to these dwarves. And when after Thorin's death and even some other dwarves that died in the Battle of the Five Armies, even in the first movie when Thorin gave Bilbo a hard time, Thorin actually was proven wrong.
Yeah.
And you do see a friendship with those two through the majority of the franchise. And when you see the dwarves just smiling, you see someone with tears in their eyes, like saying goodbye to Bilbo, it's really heartwarming because Bilbo's going to his home. The dwarves have fought against for their home.
Yeah.
And you do see a bond of between Bilbo and the dwarves. So that's why I like it, because I'm a sucker for emotional moments. And I just thought it was a well done goodbye for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because even though Thorin, only in the Battle of the Fire Armies, was like corrupted with the stone and the gold and the castle, because I think it was like a family sickness that happened.
Yeah, dragon sickness it was called.
When the armies start fighting, that's when Thorin began to like snap out of it and be the dwarf he was from the beginning of the movies,
Mm-hmm.
and just charges with his friends into
Yeah.
battle. So I thought that was just a well done goodbye scene of Bilbo. And the thing is, he's welcomed the dwarves back to his home,
Mm-hmm.
so they could like talk and have a feast and just be friends.
Yeah.
So that's why I really love that scene. So yeah, that is our favorite moment that we picked for all three of the Hobbit movies. Let us know what your favorite moment is in the comment section below, and Barrow Rider.